Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Adjusting the pattern. Running it to the right. Fighting off the defender. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These
out of space. Lowers those pads. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on. Brown, David, he plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down and run. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
I'm a huge fan of offensive aggressiveness to start a football game. I think the defense is getting settled in. They play up a little bit. They play a little bit more aggressive. They got more emotion, and the offense takes advantage. Nice big play over the top. Stay aggressive, offense.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Now improvising. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fit it in the window for the score.
love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on fourth down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll give it to the back. Looking for room at the 40. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Bulldogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Motion from the wide receiver. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Gives it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, great tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Humphries. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call, perfect time, and obviously executed.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close, punching in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Yeah, and how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
And he makes the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Sayin. Catch in the middle, it's Graham.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fouls through the defense. And the Buckeyes get the first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. On the move, it's Donaldson. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Oh, what a play.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Unloads it left. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to South Carolina. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect.
He uncorks one deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Stands in and takes the hit. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. Floating away. He's going to take off. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the run, it's Frazier. Still on his feet at the 35. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Turning on the jet. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Sayin. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on his drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Hand off from the shotgun. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man in the middle. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Going up top. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Off to the races. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll call for the fair catch here. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Under fire. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. Creates a little space. There he goes! The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
just enough time for one final play in this half. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He wants to go deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He's run out of bounds after the pick. Clock shows 0, and that's how we'll end the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it.
Yeah, your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off the spot. He gets outside the pocket and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Utah State has the lead right now. Logan has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over the Groupers. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Finding an escape route. It's a running room.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quick handoff. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll toss it to the left. Runs through the tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Looking for his man in the middle. Holds it in down the sideline. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Buckeyes are flying down the field. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Got the first down, looking for more. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know you hear all these stupid...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
The give on the option. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And this defense, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things, and with this crowd, they can't hear anything This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
Makes the grab outside. It's Branch. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's third and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. On the run, it's Donaldson. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Using his feet to buy time. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Makes it past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Looking downfield on big sack. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a physical attack to the gun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Buys a little time with his feet. On the run, deep down the right side. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll go to the toss. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's McCray. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be...
Turning it on! What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration.
Touchdown, Georgia! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out, and you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. UTEP is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up 14 over ULM. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Release to the back. That's caught. It's Donaldson. Smashes him with the stiff arm. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble. The Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Steps away. He'll get rid of it. And he throws another interception. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Well, at this situation in the game now with the lead, you know the offense is just going to try and run the football, bleed the clock, and ice this game.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
That's a good example of why location on throws is so important. It's 3rd down, and if the quarterback just puts that in a better spot, his player can catch it and advance it and maybe get the first, but because it killed his receiver's momentum because of the poor throw, the defense was able to rally and make a stop.
The official says no good. Lead is still in double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense, look at them. Great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on the...
Welcome to Virginia Tech, and you've said your prayers, little one, because it's time for Enter Sandman. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. And the Hokies will boot it away to start the game. And he's not going to take the touchback. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Miami's offense will go on the attack first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number one, and they give up a sack on play two.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Hokies offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could talk to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl, but knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop block on every single play ever.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Looking to pass. It's Drones. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Good right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, did not go through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Guys, you have to believe Virginia Tech has had this one circled. Just last year, they were victims to the lunacy and perhaps questionable calls that Miami was able to pull it out at the very end. The Cajuns did that over and over again.
And Miami did it all year long. This was kind of the start of it, right? The Hail Mary, the review, like, was it really a catch? Was it not? I kind of thought it was a catch. I thought it should have remained on the field. And I got a feeling, Jesse, Virginia Tech fans probably didn't forget that.
No, and the players didn't either. You know it. They're fired up, ready to go in this one. You think back to that game, how good Cam Ward was late in it. Can Carson Beck be that guy in this one? Because you know Virginia Tech showed up here to take this thing all the way.
Oh, he's got some space. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Rides the back on the option to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Looking down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough number.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man in the middle. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. They'll run it from the gun. Powers through the defender. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. To throw, it's Chadwick. Unloads to the right. It's complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Quickly out to the tight end. Got room at the 35. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws toward the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Canes. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Breaks the tackle. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Drones. Got his man. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Hokies send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Off the play fake on first down. Fires it down the seam. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Well, they dial up on second and a long way to go.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast.
Yeah, and we talk about tackling as a defense all the time. Third down, money down. They catch the football. Nice job breaking on it, getting them on the ground, and not allowing any yards after the catch.
It's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. Fires to the big fella. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Using his legs, it's Stewart. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more...
Going to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Hokies will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner goes down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Grabbed in the middle. It's Carr. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. Sends it downfield. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
On fourth down, going to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Selden. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Hokies will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm the football and get him on the ground.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
There he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot.
It's a seam wide open, and they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on top.
They'll run it on first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Hines is tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He'll heave it deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. He's loose. Touchdown, Miami! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Quarterback making adjustments. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the first down and more. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Canes! And the route is on.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by just 2 over Tulane. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for room, it's Stewart. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Hokies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Going to the running game. Tough sledding in there, picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. And here comes the punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense, wide open spaces. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Back to pass, it's back. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, a lot of space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Hurricanes are threatening in the red zone.
42 Spider.
Off the RPO, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the offense sticking to its 4th down beliefs. Just 1 for 4 so far today, but they'll try it again. Makes the catch. He is out of bounds, and he did not get there. Couldn't reach the pylon. They'll turn it over on downs. And the Hokies buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. At the 15, he's loose. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 24. A big run, creating a little space for this offense. The Hokies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Jukes his way for more. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Drones. He's got him. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hokies!
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs.
This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. The Hurricanes will kick this away to get us going. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. So the Pitt Panthers offense trots out there to open this game. You got a quarterback here coming off a sensational performance, Kirk. He sounded very confident when we met with him this week, but let's see if he can build on that this time.
Yeah, I think the last game that he played, he just threw the football on time. He didn't try to do too much, found the open receivers, took what the defense gave him, and as you had mentioned,
Here he goes. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. The Panthers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Early in this season, Kirk, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
well, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field. Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused.
Looking to throw it deep. He's got it near the end zone.
Chris, we've talked about this guy all week. We sat down with him yesterday in the production meeting. He had that look in his eye that he thought he might have a big day. And, man, is he off to a good start. Play after play, matchup after matchup. This guy puts the ball right on the money to give them big yards through the air.
So it sets up a 2nd and goal from the 4. Press coverage now from these DBs. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Can the defense get a stop and force a field goal? It's 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Running out of time in the pocket. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. They'll set up with a chip shot on the left hash mark. The field goal is good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And here's the return from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So the Hurricanes offense comes out for their first possession today. Kirk, in this quarterback's career, has been a mix of mistakes, but also stepping up in some big moments when needed.
Chris, this guy doesn't necessarily...
He's in the clear. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, and hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
You make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a first down at the 47. The Canes will have 1st and 10 here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It'll be Smolder right at the line for no gain. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral.
They'll take a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. And the Canes will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Fires it to the wideout. But it's incomplete. A 4th down stop. Turnover on downs. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Panthers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. Dropping back. It's Holstein. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it. So the ball at midfield, now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. And the Panthers bring their punt team onto the field. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Quick throw, testing the middle. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Quick throw to the left. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Touchdown hit. The defense produces 6 points.
It's one of the worst ways you can ever imagine starting a football game is to throw a pick 6 in the 1st quarter. Luckily, there's still plenty of time. They got to regroup and get ready to go.
And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. And now the handoff. Breaks into open space. Here he goes. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. It's caught at the 25, and he's still going.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. And Chris, oh my gosh, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. And you could say not recently. They had some pretty good players, but you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Pass caught. Can he get in? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. The Hurricanes line up with a 1st and goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Boy, shout out to this defense. What a play. Great job of getting penetration. Hey, they're backed up near the goal line. Does not prevent them from sniffing out that trickery of the jet sweep. Good job of picking that one up.
Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
What a beautiful post route right over the top, and it splits this defense for 6 points. Great recognition by the quarterback to see the void in the middle third of this secondary and confidently deliver that strike.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Sacked on back-to-back plays.
Chris, I'm really surprised they went with play action here on 3rd and such a long distance to gain. The defense obviously knows you're going to throw the football, so all you're doing is telling your quarterback, take your eyes off of the coverage and the line of scrimmage, and the result is a sack.
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And the pass is complete to the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. On the ground, it's Pringle. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw it from the red zone. The receiver grabs it. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And Kirk, it's Pittsburgh on top. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? An inside give now from the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. The Panthers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Tailback takes the handoff again. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Back to pass. It's Holstein. QB to the tight end for a completion. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a 1st down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38. This Pitt offense is moving quickly down the field.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. In the red area, it's Davis. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 8. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Game sets up a 3rd down and goal from the 6. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. He was on target the first time. This is a chip shot. He was 23 yards out. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second.
Breaks into the clear. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a 1st down.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. Right now, they're loving what they're seeing from this back.
Man tackled after a small pickup there. Important 2nd down play coming up. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Finds his man. It's Joseph. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the 1st down mark.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking deep to the right side. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the point after makes the lead 8. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Quarterback still with the football. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. The Panthers hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go and to keep.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
That's the third sack now, and we're not even to halftime. The offense is losing. They're getting whipped up front at the line of scrimmage. The offensive coordinator better make some adjustments, or this thing could snowball.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Johnson. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. The Panthers will line up to punt it away. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Canes. Too much speed for the defense.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Looking right, this one caught. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion. That completion sets up an important third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks at the sideline. What a catch there to stay in bounds. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. Short completion there, 2nd down coming up. He's got room to run. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down. The Panthers come to the line in the hurry up. And looking to throw now on first down. Wrap down the middle. It's Johnson. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Oh, what a spin! He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. 7th play of the drive coming up.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on.
Oh, the football comes out. Ball scooped up by the defense. They bring him down after a short return, but this defense comes up with the takeaway. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Trying for a 4th down completion. Short connection to the tight end here. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Pressure is coming. Oh, the pass rush gets home. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The offense was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on 3rd down? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw to his receiver. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. Knocks that one right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. On the move now. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Hauls it in outside the 10 and still running. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Pass interference. Defense.
Offense will decline the penalty after that big gain. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
Extra point makes it a 19-point lead.
Miami, 35, 16.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So it's first down, but they'll just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. Panthers will kick it off to begin the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Joseph. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Has the first down and more. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Now it's second down here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Who's in the clear? stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. The pocket breaking down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the time.
Here he goes. Breaks into the clear. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming.
He's in the clear. What a stiff arm. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. They are pouring it on now.
I can't believe this guy came down with this catch. Unbelievable play for a touchdown. The quarterback took a chance by throwing that into double coverage, and the receiver somehow went up and makes a play on the ball and came down in the end zone for a touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job.
After a dramatic and competitive regular season in the ACC, it all comes down to this: the conference championship game, a battle for the trophy that also carries serious college football playoff implications. Welcome to Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers, right here in Charlotte, North Carolina. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go, a conference championship on the line right now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Duke's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And this is going to be a tremendous showdown. Strength versus strength. This quarterback's having a monster year, but this is a high-powered defense, the best he's seen. Can't wait to see what happens, Kurt.
Yeah, Chris, this is going to be what you really hope to see is this quarterback who can do it all. Can he deal with the intense pressure that this defense is going to put on him? Talking to the defensive coordinator this week, they feel that they can really rattle the quarterback by putting a lot of pressure on him, giving him a lot of different looks. Let's see how it plays out.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. It's third down, opening drive of this conference championship game. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's got it in the open. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Handoff here from the shotgun. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space.
A deep shot to the left side. Catch made down inside the 10. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. And the Blue Devils will line up here on 1st down and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Just getting settled into this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Kurt.
Man, they are not waiting.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. He escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And it's incomplete. After a dramatic and competitive regular season in the ACC, it all comes down to this. The conference. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's King. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. Quarterback will spike the ball to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
So on 2nd down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. After making his first attempt, they'll try again from 41 yards out. He made it. 3 points on the board. But there is a flag down, so we'll have to check and see what that's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. The Blue Blue Devils will kick it deep to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
But these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Taking a deep shot here to the right. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up 4th down. The Canes will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. Looking for the wideout. After a dramatic and competitive regular season in the ACC, it all comes down to this: the conference championship game, a battle for the trophy that also carries serious college football playoff implications. Welcome to Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers, right here in Charlotte, North Carolina. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Hurricanes offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And it comes down to this: after a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it, and now one final showdown. And one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs, and also you win this game, who knows how it can impact you that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champion.
First down and 10. Looking for a man. Moves out of the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield. The defense does their job. They've got everybody covered. But I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring it down. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
Running back grabs it on the screen to make the tackle, but it's enough for a first down. Good call on that screen play. The Canes starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
Well, we're only in this game, but I got a feeling this is not going to be the last time we see that screen. I mean, it worked perfectly here, and they get a first down. Now, it's about confusing the defense when you see that same formation to get them looking for it again.
The senior makes an excellent catch there and is brought down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the Canes trying to cash in here in the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Normally for this offense down in the red zone, they love to go to the tight end, and they try to go to him. He drops the ball. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I might think about trying to give him another shot.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. They'll run it here. Heading for the end zone. No stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Canes. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Choosing to return the punt. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. It's a shotgun run call. Brought down to crosses midfield to the 46. And that run good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Daniels. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Important third down play coming up. Try and muscle for the first down. Finding space at the 20. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone. The Hurricanes pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Movement here from the tight end. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Caught quickly. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Now, a crucial third down and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking to scramble. Loaders into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Man, Chris, even in this condensed space down in the red zone, a superior athlete is just eventually going to be a superior athlete. You hesitate for a second, and this guy's going to make you pay, and the defense here was left with the...
A conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? On the move now. Here he goes. Tough to show the sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make the play here with time winding down. Only a small game. Now looking at 2nd and 9. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. The offense spends a timeout here. There are 16 seconds remaining.
Boy, a risky decision here to go for it inside the red zone on fourth down, and you come up with a first down. I love that aggressive approach. Let's see if they can come up with a touchdown here to finish off this drive.
And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. It's a second and goal play for the offense. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Miami. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter to give them the lead.
So after the late touchdown, they'll kick it away here and hope the defense can hold on to seal this W. And he fields it inside the 15. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. You've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. They look to throw it here on second down. Defense is coming after him. And that last pass falls incomplete. That will do it. Game over. What a special year and a moment these players will never forget. After all they put into this, they can now call themselves champions of the East. Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff, as we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. He hands it off from the gun. Nowhere to run. No corralling for middle gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. They try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42. The Nittany Lions will come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap, it's Singleton.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Oh, he's wide open. Look out. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. And the Nittany Lions are going to keep this drive rolling. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They've got it in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. They bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, on the completion. For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. And the quarterback dropping back. It's going to be a loss on the play. Full set of bounds. Great play by the defense. Off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11.
Yeah, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Run down at the 2. After the catch, the offense close to punching it in.
But that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
They got up 2 yards at the goal line. Can they punch it in here on 3rd down? On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
A little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team gets to return it to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That is broken up and incomplete.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Joseph.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Lets it go quickly. The pass is incomplete. That's a big stop for this team. We have reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He bought some time. Now lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. There's the handoff. Fights off a defender. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Takes the handoff again. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Can he make it to the marker? Breaks into the clear. We have reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge... The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return begins inside the 10. The semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. The Nittany Lions offense comes onto the field for the first time today. So here we are, the semifinal stage, the final 4 teams with a chance to win a championship. Every stage of the playoff third, a little bit more intensity, a little bit more pressure, and now the winner tonight can head off to the national championship game.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how much is at stake for both of these teams. And to me, what I've learned in watching these playoffs, the bigger that they've gotten, is that the teams that are able to deal with the mental aspects of the game and deal with the challenges that come with that, who can endure this pressure, is the team that's going to have the advantage and eventually is going to advance to the national championship.
Big moment early in this playoff game. They face a third down on the opening drive. To the air, it's Allen. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. The Nittany Lions have 1st and 10 here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. The offensive coordinator bringing in some more blockers on the field. It's the full house. Takes the handoff. It's Singleton. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Nittany Lions will send the punt team onto the field. Going to flip the field here. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. Takes the returner out of play. The Hurricanes offense gets their first crack now. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking deep to the right side. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain. First down here, thrown 41. One explosive play has jump-started this drive. Well, there's the stiff arm. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. Nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami has, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
There's a 1st and 10 play.
The thing about this tight end is he is not only a great blocker, but shows here early in this game he can make great catches as well.
They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. The sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
The The offense was moving well, but two incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Fired into a tight window and picked off. He's bringing it back. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick. Now the first play of the drive, they'll begin at the 38.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run phase. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
The pickup is 9, so it sets up a 3rd and 1 now. Back to throw. It's Aller. Quick throw over the middle. Oh, what a grab. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of a play. Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Today, a Power 4 matchup between two conferences that now stretch coast to coast. It's Big Ten versus ACC with conference bragging rights in play. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup as we'll see a team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. This deep to start us off. Bringing it out, it's Randall. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Find some room. It's Beans. He shreds the tackle. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. The Tigers come to the line in a hurry-up. Klubnik.
Makes a diving grab there. That was beautiful.
Quarterback threw that football. I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Here comes a handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain.
Boy, just like that, we've got a big play already here by this offense. Not afraid to take some shots downfield. They hit it. They got great field position now.
First down. They're going to throw the football.
He escapes the pocket.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
And this is why this guy is so tough to defend. The athleticism and quickness to be able to make a play when it looks like nothing is there. Uses his feet to evade the pressure and fires an absolute dart for a first down.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And here's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball over.
Touchdown, Clemson. He would not be denied.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Shifting around now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Got some ground to make up. 2nd and long from the 15. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Bringing pressure. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Trying to get the throw off. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in cross territory.
Why in the world would the offensive coordinator and head coach decide to go for it inside their own red zone? It's a peculiar choice for this offense.
And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll run the option. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
Will go for a 2-point conversion. To the air, it's Klubnik. And he makes the grab, a successful 2-point try, and they bump the lead up even more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Looking for a gap. It's Thomas. The Bruins will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Moves out of the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape, broke loose from the pocket, and put the ball on a string. Just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. With the catch, it's Thomas. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. And he finds his target. He has the first.
Well, this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
The Bruins lining up here on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Running out of time in the pocket. Grab down the middle, it's Robinson. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. It's a strong stiff arm. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Good job of picking up some big yards for the first down by UCLA. And Chris, well, they have had some great backs over the years, and this back's living up to it. Think about Maurice Jones-Drew, Jonathan Franklin, Skip Hicks, Deshaun Foster, and believe it or not, some people forget about this, but Jackie Robinson, known for his days of playing with the Dodgers, he got it started at UCLA as a running back himself.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here trying to cut into this lead before halftime. They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. And they pick up the first on the ground. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards. They came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's 4th down and inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
4th down, looking to throw for it. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
And there's the handoff. He's in the clear. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
Looking deep downfield to the left. The ball is picked off. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket. The defense gets him, but it's a 1st down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
Quick throw to his receiver. He makes the grab. They bring it down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a 1st down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Breaks into the clear. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
That run, good for a 1st down. The offense still rolling. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Throws it to the right. What a catch! They make the stop at the 26, but it's a 1st down. This offense in good scoring position now.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be 1st down from the 14. And the Bruins hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. That's a big-time drop.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback making some changes at the line. pass rush closing in. Just trying to get rid of it. Incomplete again. A third straight misfire. Brings up fourth down now.
Well, they've had a great rhythm throughout this drive. Over 70 yards on the drive, but now an incompletion. And it brings up a big fourth down to see if they can keep this going.
Fourth and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Here's the snap, looking to throw. On the move now. Looking to the end zone. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left in the first half clock. That's going to wrap it up. A very interesting first half. Can't wait to see what happens in the second half. And the Tigers will kick it off to begin the second half. Turner choosing to field this one. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. He cannot escape. It's a sack. That position, second and long from their own 12.
Well, you talk about blowing a play up. What a job by this defense. That is a big-time loss from the sack. But look at the offense. They're keeping the tempo going. I'm surprised.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. He escapes the pocket. On the run here, lets it go. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup you want to exploit and take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they can take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Moves out of the pocket. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but is beyond the sticks for the first down.
The short completion of the tight end.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second manageable here for this offense.
Looks right for a quick completion. The Bruins pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Now the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Close to the tight end. And he's intercepted. Could take it all the way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.